some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Coming out with it, it's Napier. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas's offense has the ball first today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Williams looking for a man. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. Still on his feet. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, probably looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
The Ducks offense will get the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Leaves it with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And with the closest guy to the football, man, it's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They've got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Keeps it and gets the first down. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Snagged in the middle. It's Sutter. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Ducks are rolling down the field. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires on the move. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Trying play action. Now adjusting. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Defense in that situation just has to know to stay in their lanes. You know, it's hard enough to get this guy down on the ground, but you just can't let him escape. You got to build the fence. You got to build the cage. Keep him in the pocket, and that time he was just able to use his athleticism to get outside and go pick up the first down.
Looking for space. It's Lewis. And he runs it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's finally knocked down. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll give it to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They go right back to it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Williams will pass. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
No, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Takes it the other way. Made a defender miss.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Simon. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Clark. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Williams looking for a man. He's got it on the move. He gives him a fresh set. the move. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down and wants more. At the 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got
the Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Running into the open space.
And another big run by the quarterback, and he's been doing it all game long. Different ways, different styles. All you know is he's over 100 yards for the game, and the defense hasn't been able to do anything about it.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his man. It's Sutter. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Oh, better look out! Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it, I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO, and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
And he's brought down after a nice game. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it.
Turning it on! And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
And the Ducks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on third down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They would have needed a boomer from here, a 55-yard field goal attempt, so instead they'll go for it on fourth down. Hard running there. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. From that spot on the field, you're going to go for fourth and inches every time, but, I mean, you could argue that fourth and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this, and listen, let's play some offense. Let's have high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He'll keep it himself. He has the first and still on his feet. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true freshman quarterback, possibly winning a Heisman. You talk about a guy that has handled every moment and embraced it and excelled. This guy has been phenomenal.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. See if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Wants to throw again. He spins that thing down the middle. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. There's the pressure. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Using his legs, it's Armour. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Absolutely. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
From the gun, the ground game.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and
first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Rolling on the run. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down the run. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Quarterback now breaking the field. Complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
To the ground, he's got it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! And that one... Give to the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Keep it on the ground. There he goes. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He's going to take off. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever deep...
Found a seam on the left. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defense is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let them run north-south and try to get them downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
Let's it go to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They're going to run it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Slams ahead. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
A couple things I loved about this defense. They didn't get deterred. They gave up some yards, got all the way down here near the goal line, but now bowing their necks up. Big stop on third down, forcing a fourth down opportunity.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Takes a hit as he fires.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Kick is in the air. He will signal for the fair kick. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Third down, red zone play, 12 alive. They want to run this quarterback. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. They'll come to the line, first and goal with the lead and the clock working in their favor. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for... When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David.